Damian was walking ahead, standing before the largest garden he had ever seen. They walked forward, their eyes wide with wonder. This was no ordinary garden. The trees were enormous, glowing softly in the light, as if they were guarding a magic secret. Damian felt it. Something incredible was about to happen. With a bright smile, Damian said, "Come on, we're ready for this adventure." "Trust me," Damian said, his voice full of confidence. "Follow my lead," Damian whispered. "This place is hiding something magical." Between the trees, a house appeared, unlike anything they had ever seen. It was covered in flowers and luminous glowing vines. The house stood still, wrapped in a mysterious silence. A strange feeling lingered in the air. Nico stared at the silent house in awe. "It looks asleep," he whispered softly. "It's not asleep," Damian said. "It's waiting for us to find it." The boys carefully walked around the house, their hearts filled with both fear and excitement. They discovered a tiny door, barely reaching their knees. A small blue door glowed softly, as if calling them from another world. Damian stepped closer to the door. It was time to discover what was waiting behind it. Damian placed his hand on the old door handle. Damian's eyes were steady and brave. "Trust me," he said, his voice calm and firm. The house glowed with colors and light. The world began to change. Their adventure had just begun. The children floated in the middle of a breathtaking sky of stars and swirling nebulae. They drifted among glowing planets, laughing, discovering a brand new world. Dancing lights painted their faces with the colors of this new universe. The endless space cradled them like a silent, infinite embrace. Nico's eyes opened wide, reflecting pure, unstoppable wonder. "Let's explore space," said Damian. "I will go first." A gentle glow lit his eyes as he looked ahead toward the path waiting for him. The universe opened before them, inviting them to explore every planet. Mercury, small and swift, raced as if playing a cosmic game. Venus shone warm, like a glowing golden ball. The Earth looked blue and green, full of life. Mars was red, like a bright apple. A little galactic friend appeared and showed them how the stars joined together to form constellations. Jupiter was giant, with stripes, like a huge spinning ball. Saturn slowly spun, its rings twirling like giant hula hoops. Uranus turned gently, far away in the deep blue space. Neptune was deep blue, quiet and mysterious. Inside the universe, Nico and Damian watched in wonder as the endless space reflected all around them. Nico smiled and said, "Each planet is different, and each one shines in its own way." Damian replied, "They are all different, and that makes them special, just like us." Their reflections moved, blending with the glowing cosmic light around them. The stars came together, forming a special shape in the sky. Damian's constellation appeared in the sky, like a map of stars, made just for him. Up in space, the lights came together, as if they shared a secret, and Damian understood it. "When clouds of dust and gas come together," Damian explained gently, "they hold each other tightly and grow warmer until a bright star is born." They hold each other tightly and grow warmer until a bright star is born. From that glowing embrace, a beautiful star was born, lighting up the sky. Suddenly, a shooting star raced across the sky, shining brightly as it passed. And just after, something unexpected appeared, floating among the stars. It was Utah. Floating, Damian asked, "Will you guide us through space?" Utah smiled and said, "Of course, Damian. Follow me. Space is big, but together there is nothing to fear." Surrounded by glowing lights, Nico felt as if space was a place made for wonder. Utah stood beside Damian and said, "Every journey needs courage, and you already have it." Damian and Utah floated among the planets, laughing together, exploring every corner of the universe. Utah gently gave them a tiny glowing star and said, "Every star has its own story." Utah looked at Nico and said softly, "Nico, not everything in the universe is a game." Utah, the guardian of the stars, gets ready to show Nico something that should never be touched. Utah explains, when a giant star collapses into itself, a black hole is born. It is a cosmic dance of destruction and creation. There is nothing more mysterious in space than a black hole. Damian looked at the map, trying to understand the great mystery of space, and then something clicked. His eyes showed deep understanding, a kind of knowing that needed no words. The moon shone brightly, inviting them to keep going. In front of them, the earth appeared full of life, waiting to be cared for. Utah's voice was gentle but strong. I promised to protect the earth. Nico, looking at the earth, said with a brave voice, Me too. Damian sealed their promise and reminded them, We will always do it. The journey ends, my friends, but every star we saw still shines inside you. A light surrounded them, as if the universe hugged them one last time. They found themselves again in the enchanted garden, where shadows dance and flowers glow. Damian found Utah's helmet on the ground, a memory of shared dreams. Damian whispered, amazed, So, it was all real. He lifted the helmet and held it tightly. They looked up at the sky. The stars were shining, reminding them that every adventure lives in their hearts.